Hey there, e-bike maniacs. Rex here from Asheville Custom E-Bikes. I want to show you one of the newest fat tire, full suspension, mid-drive mountain bikes in our lineup. This is the Eunorau Fat HS. Front shock, 75 millimeters of travel, and a mid-drive motor. Got 26 by 4-inch tires, fat tires. That's going to go on the street, the sidewalk, the beach, anywhere you could possibly want to ride. With this mid-drive motor, there's something really special about that. The 1,000 watts nominal and 1,500 watt max power runs your motor all the way through your gears. So it matters what gear you're in, and that's going to give you more torque and higher top speed. It's kind of like driving a car. It matters what gear you're in. First gear is going to have all kinds of torque. And then your highest gear, 9 gears, is going to have lots of high-end speed. So it's a beautiful bike. It's very comfortable to ride, and that type of power is going to get you anywhere you need to go. Maybe you're hauling a game trailer, maybe you're hauling some kids or a dog. This bike is very versatile. The front shock here, it's going to have 75 millimeters of travel. It's going to be able to have a lockout function, also a dampening function. You can turn the knob to the right or the left and make the shock stiffer or spongier. That way you can dial in your custom ride feel. While we're still at the front here, you can see the 26 by 4-inch fat tires. Super comfy tire. I lower the tire pressure on mine to get the right amount of nimble agility, but also comfort, absorbing all the rocks, bumps, anything you could imagine. You got a beautiful headlight right here. That lights up is ran off the standard 14 amp hour battery that comes with the bike. You'll never have to recharge this particular light since it's running off the main battery. Very nice feature. In addition, the bike comes with more battery options. You can have inside of here, which is where the battery is locked to the frame, a 14 amp hour battery standard. You can also order it with the upgraded 17 amp hour battery. And the coolest feature about it, these bosses are not just for water bottles, it's for a second battery. You can add up to another 17 amp hour battery, giving you a total option of 34 amp hours. I'm sure you've never heard of a bike with that much range. That's going to give you a possibility of up to 80 miles on this bike. Long time on a bike seat, but maybe you have some adventures to tackle. So the Fat HS from Eunorau might just be the bike for you. If you're looking for something with gentle power and very easy, this is not the bike for you. It's going to give you some nice torque. Most of the hub motor fat tire e-bikes you're going to find have around 80 Newton meters of torque. This bike running through the mid-drive 1,000 watt motor is going to give you 160 Newton meters of torque. That's double any other bikes that you've probably ridden with the hub motor option. Your middle shock here has 2 functional options for adjusting the dampening. You have this red knob which you can turn to the right to stiffen it up, to the left to make it spongier, so that when you're hopping on jumps going down the road, it's going to bounce on you. If you're a lighter rider, you can also get a wrench and screw this down. It's going to let your your spring be less compressed, and another chance for a spongier ride feel depending on what you're looking for. This again is the newest Bafang motor running 1,000 watts, 1,500 watt peak. The gearing setup right here with a 42 tooth chain gives you both versatility of speed and torque. That means top end speed for how fast you want to go, also for torque depending on what kind of hills you're climbing, how big you are, and what type of gear you want to haul. There is an option. You can always change out these sprockets right here, this chain ring, with a smaller chain ring if you want to have higher torque, doing wheelies, some more technical riding, steeper terrain. You can always replace it with a larger chain ring if you'd like to get up to 35 plus miles an hour for top end speed. Going back to the shifter, the derailleur, you got a Shimano Alvivio. That is again not bottom of the line by any means. It's a couple steps up. It's got a long cage travel and giving you 9 gears to get your bike in the right speed and gearing. Moving on the other side, you got yourself a dual piston hydraulic disc brake. This is a 180 millimeter rotor, and it's got a dual piston, meaning the brake will squeeze from both sides. Some calipers only squeeze one side. This has both. That's going to give you superior stopping power. out on the trail, on the road, you may get a flat tire every once in a while. They added a nice quick release so you can just pop the tire right off, go ahead and change a flat out. Now when you get it installed and assembled here at Asheville Custom E-Bikes, we're going to install liquid Kevlar in the tire, which is going to mean you'll never have a flat tire. It will self-seal if you happen to get stuck with a flat or run over something sharp out there. On the display, you have a really neat way that it lights up here. It's kind of fun. You hold the power button and boop, it gives you some futuristic electronics to look at. You got your power level, your battery level, and then of course your trip and things like that. You just press the plus button, it's going to get you to level 2 power. They also have some wording with it from eco to standard to all the way up to turbo at 5. You can adjust each power level setting. There's a way, we'll show you another video, to access the main deep settings in here. You can change it to 3, to 5, to 7, to 9 pedal assist levels. You can also choose what percentage of the battery goes to each pedal assist level. For example, on level 1, if I just want to be climbing and creeping to the back country, maybe I'm doing some hunting, I might just put the level 1 pedal assist on 15% battery power. Level 2 on 22% battery power. So you can really dial in exactly the ride quality you're looking for from the pedal assist. It's a really nice feature. These Tektro hydraulic disc brakes give you really comfortable stopping power. They have a motor inhibitor, which means when you ever pull the trigger here, it's going to cut off all power to the motor, making it a really safe ride. You're going to have to, of course, hit the thumb throttle here when you want to when you want to not do any pedaling. Sometimes you need to get out of the way or go somewhere fast, just hit that thumb throttle. These come in 2 sizes, so the tallest rider's 6'4", is going to be on this 19-inch frame. There's also a 17-inch frame, so both options available depending on what size you are. Nice that they're bringing in a couple sizes now rather than just having really makes it more comfortable instead of just having the adjustable seat stem. I think that's pretty much the main stuff about this bike. Come try it out if you have any interest in seeing what it does. This is a secondary battery that mounts right here. Maybe not the coolest looking, but who cares how you look when you got 80 miles of range? That's a very capable machine. Again, this is the Eunorau Fat HS, full suspension, fat tire, mid-drive, 1,000 watt electric mountain bike. Thanks for checking it out.